Okay. Here we see the project after putting in the center plug. I had put the plug on this side and that side, shaped it down. So that would guide me with the center plug, so I can get roughly sculpted in the area I want to be. And the tools I use is chisel, nice sharp chisel, wooden rasp file, nice and takes nice big chunks out of it, with the rounded back side. I prefer the rounded back side because it allows you to get in the curved areas like this, and you can turn it like this to help you shape. Then I have a fine file which takes out these big lines, and I also have a carving knife, and carving knives are great when you want to work on the curves here and take out larger areas to get the rough shape in there, because of course once you're shaped, you can't tell till you put on the paint. Once you put on the paint, everything not the paint, either the stain paint or lacquer, it will show up. All the imperfections will show up. So I've done the bulk of the work for you. There's still a little bit left to take down, and as I said, I'm going to use the rasp file here and shape this, because this kind of curves a little bit and goes out, and this is flat here. So when I want flat, I come more to this edge, and when I curve, I do out like that. Of course, I have a flat file here too, the round edge. This one's almost close to where it needs to be. See how it takes the lines out? Here, see all these lines here? It's a great way not to waste sandpaper, Just take out. See how the lines are coming out here? Wood's starting to blend together. Don't worry about knocking off any more paint, because you want to fade that anyway, or stain, whatever the case may be. The acoustic that you're using. See there? How nice the file can do. See how quick that is? Now we only have to be careful now. Once you get low like that, you want to be very careful. Don't want to take too much off. Now you go slow. What I like to use too is, you see here, these are the sponges you buy for drywall. And I like to cut them up and use both them and take a piece of sandpaper like such and wrap it around them when I want to use them. So here's one I cut. This is a little rougher than the sandpaper I'm using. This gives me a better idea. I use this in between using the file. It helps me to get a better idea without feeling all these bumps where the high and low spots are. You can feel a lot by hand and eye by looking at all different directions. And then later on, when I want to reduce it, I can use this same soft sponge here and wrap a piece of sandpaper around it like that. You start blending everything in from all around. You see how I start to blend in this wood here, because of course that has to be all colored as close as can be. And that takes time and a little bit of skill from years of doing it. See how this is starting to blend in now? And of course, you can have a nice thin piece of sandpaper like this for the center. You want to start rounding this part a little bit more. So all these things in combination will get you close to where you want to be. Once you measure everything and, with your meter and rulers, and make sure the shape is where you want it to be, then you start blending it in with the surrounding wood like this. I'll use this one part here to show you. Of course, you want to mask it out. You don't want to tape it off. I mean, you want to tape it off somewhere. You don't want to keep going. You know, you want a nice, smooth blend. This area should be a little tiny bit lower than the rest, because by the time you add everything and then finally the lacquer and you sand it, you don't want to still build up higher than the rest of the guitar. So this should just be just a smidge lower than the rest of the guitar. And take your time. This is a bit high here, so we'll come in there and maybe take a little bit more of the carving knife here and just take little bites like that. You don't no need to push it and take large chunks like that. You might want to come in here with the file again. And you keep going back and forth till you get the area like you want. Okay? Next, I'll show you when I finish it and blend it. Enjoy. Please subscribe and, like it.